Here we go. Hello, and welcome to the Rock Metal Podcast. I'm your host, John Harris, and today on Rock Metal Podcast, we have Flight of Icarus, and I have a new album called Cleo, which will be released on April 30th via Blindfolded International. And right now I'm being joined by Oskar and Elisabeth and little Elisabeth Jr., to share some more information about what is going on with this release. So, Oskar, Elisabeth, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Boom. Okay. So something that you mentioned actually, Oskar, that I thought was really interesting is that you had COVID last week. So take us through that. What was that like?
It was like I'm home now with my daughter, so I don't meet any people. And my wife is working at kindergarten, and she came home and had a little headache. So she went testing, and I thought maybe I should test myself just to see if I'm negative or positive. And my wife got negative, and I got positive.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I had a little pain in my back, and a little bit of headache, and a little bit tired, but that was it. So. Now I have had COVID, and I'm probably free from it now, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's great.
Well, Oskar, you've been to the dentist, so I hope you're free of it.
Yeah. I was at the dentist last day.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm free of COVID now. I'm like a king. I can go into shops and be immune.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a badge of honor. You can say, guys,
yeah,
I'm all good. I've already been vaccinated the real way, the natural way.
Yes. Yeah. The hard way.
Yeah, the hard way with some back pain.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm a lucky guy.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
You're so lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you didn't give it to any of your family, which is good.
No, nobody got.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, no more licking elbows or whatever you did to get COVID in your own house.
No.
Yeah.
Now I don't have to lick elbows anymore.
You have to stop doing that.
Yes, I have to stop doing
quite a nasty habit.
I know.
I've tried to tell him for years.
And my wife tells me all the time.
That.
Yeah.
Wow. Would Cleo do that? Would Cleo go around licking elbows and getting COVID, Oskar?
Yes, but she's 2.
Okay.
And Cleo is Elisabeth's daughter also.
Yes.
Okay. So this album is about Elisabeth's 2-year-old daughter, Cleo.
Well, no.
Okay.
No.
Now I'm confused.
It isn't.
It isn't.
I understand. I will take you through it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not about my daughter, but we started with this new album around the time of her birth. When I was pregnant, we started working with some new music, and the first song that we made for this album was the song Cleo.
And it was for the Swedish Eurovision contest.
Yes.
That song.
The Swedish Eurovision.
Yeah, the Swedish
Schlagerfestival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they never picked that song, so yeah. Continue.
It's better that we didn't have Cleo there. Or no, well, you can think what we think.
Well, this is because obviously in North America we don't have Eurovision because we're not European. So I've only heard of it, and when I've been to Europe when it's going on, I've seen glimpses of it. But my most recent is the Will Ferrell movie. If you've seen it,
Yes.
So now I'm imagining you two as Will Ferrell, and you guys are writing a song for the. I just want to be in the Eurovision Song Contest. You know, so that's what I have in my head right now.
Well, there are many fanatics, and it were more fanatics. Well, back in the ages of Eurovision. Back. long time.
Yes.
So how do you do, like, you write a song and you go, you know what, this is Eurovision enough, or did you guys actually write specifically for Eurovision? Like, how did it work?
I wrote it especially for the Eurovision. Okay. So it has had to be 3 minutes long.
Yes.
And we did like how do you say
Höjning.
Yes, tonartshöjning.
When
in the end of the song to make it make the climax we have, how do you say it? Tonartshöjning.
I don't know. Well,
tonartshöjning.
Crescendo?
No. Is it? Nate?
No. How do you say it?
You said climax.
Bum, 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 bum. No.
The end? The ending? Build up?
Like a never-ending story. La, da, 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 da. Never-ending story.
Oh, like where it goes up a third?
Yeah.
Where the chorus after the break or bridge goes up a third?
Yeah.
That's some old school stuff.
We don't know what that's called in English. In Swedish, it's tonartshöjning.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's classic Eurovision.
Yes. A Eurovision song should have a tonartshöjning.
Yeah, going up a third.
So we have it. Going up a third.
Yes. So Cleo was especially written for Eurovision. Yes, it was.
The whole, I guess you could do a whole album, right? So which song on the record was it? A song called Cleo?
Yes, that song is called Cleo, but it's not what? But it's not released.
Right.
Yes. Right.
Okay. So the tracks that currently are released at the time of recording are Burning Star and Fly Away. Were either of those written for the Eurovision?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So it all started there. So we had released our first album. We were out playing, doing some gigs, and then I got pregnant and trying to juggle school and work and being pregnant. So we took some time off, just living life, enjoying it. And when I gave birth, it was a perfect time for sending in bidrag, contribution, whatever what it's called, to the Eurovision.
Yeah.
So Oskar said, let's do a song.
Right. Submission.
And yes. But when we made Cleo the song, well, we just keep at it. The verb, yes. We just
kept at it.
Kept at it.
Yeah, simple past tense. We kept at it.
Simple past. Yeah, exactly.
Welcome to the TEFL podcast, teaching English as a foreign language. And today we have Elisabeth and Oskar.
Yeah.
Kept at it. We kept at it.
Mm-hmm.
Coped at it. Caped. No, we caped.
No, a cape is what superheroes like yourselves wear.
Yes.
Yeah. Aha. Musikalisk tredje. Musikalisk tredje. Musical third in Swedish. According to Google, it's musikalisk tredje. Tredje.
Ja, musikalisk tredje.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tredje, of course I'm not saying it right.
Tredje. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Teaching Swedish is a foreign language podcast. Sweet. Okay. So then this record has been in the works for a while then.
Yes. Maybe 2 years or something.
Yes.
It took us 1 year to record it and maybe 2 years to write it. I don't know. Yes, I started with these songs when we were releasing our first album. So Yeah.
Might it be a key increase?
Yeah.
Key increase.
Key increase. I've never heard that.
Well,
a key in Greece.
A key in Greece. Well, that's different.
Where's your keys? I left them in Greece.
I left my keys in Greece. Yeah, I mean, I understand.
Keys in Greece.
Yeah, key increase. I understand what you're saying. Increase in this sense would be to go up, not necessarily to make bigger. And the key would be the musical key. However, if you're just going up a third, usually it's a major third. I don't know that you'd be changing key necessarily because you would still be in the same key, unless I'm wrong. Maybe somebody out there who knows musical theory can chime in and let us know in the comments down below how the pop chord structure works when you come out and you're either doing another chorus. Bon Jovi did it. Journey did it. Very, very common stuff to go up a major third to close out the chorus. I mean, Cher did it.
But I think Cleo is in the E, and in the climax it's E. It's
G.
F maybe. No.
F would be a minor second. That would be a E. Then we go minor second, minor third, major third.
Just one whole.
One whole note. One whole.
One whole note. One whole note.
Oh, yes, that's a major second. Did you guys do that? Just maybe you couldn't sing up a third. That's like a Beatles tone. The Beatles did that. They did harmonies in seconds because they didn't know what they were doing.
Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about now. So
it's okay, Oskar. It's okay. Let's talk about the things that you do know. Our Burning Star, Fly Away. So how come Cleo wasn't released first? Title track, or is that going to be released later on? What is this album about? Let's even go there. What's this about?
Yes, I had a vision from the start that I wanted to do something more than just an album. I want to do like a concept album with a story, a fairy tale or something. And when we had written Cleo, then the story had to be about Cleo because we had a song about Cleo, so we had to do a fairy tale about Cleo. So then we wrote a fairy tale about a world that is a great world.
Oscar has OCD, so the album has to be about Cleo now because we wrote a song about Cleo.
Yes, because I don't know what to do with the song Cleo because yes, maybe I have OCD, but
it sounds so romantic when you say it like this, Oscar.
Yeah,
it does, which explains the music video because I don't get the guy going for a jog. I don't get that, but I understand the child now, but it's important to go for jogs when you have children.
Yeah.
Well, not all people can go on a jog with children.
This is true. This is very true.
But my husband could.
Yes.
Wow. That's
one time.
Mm-hmm. That's fantastic.
He hasn't been jogging since.
Well, he was doing some push-ups. I mean, he was looking good there.
Yes. So the our director for the video, my brother-in-law, he when he listened to the song, he got this, as I recall from what he was saying. So I'm just retelling what he was saying once upon a time. So he got a feeling about someone moving. Like the feeling when you're out you're having a good run, and the feeling that you like when you listen to some really good music when you're driving a car or when you're out taking a run. So that's why he felt that, okay, I want a running man. I want someone running in the woods, feeling it, because the music made me feel what I think I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And then the story or the fairy tale, because we talked about, okay, this is a story, this is a fairy tale. How can we get it? How can we get some magic into it without it being too cringy? Well, so he said, okay, some magical things happen. Some people appear. They're on the field singing. What's that? Is that my wife? No, that looks weird. She's at home with my child. Okay. So var det. So that's what happened.
Yeah.
And it's a tribute to family and to our children and to love of our family and music.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the start of the story. This song is about the birth of a child or the superhero, the hero in this story, being born into a gray world, and now it takes and she comes with color into the world, and that's where it starts. So it's the first song, so that's why it's been released first.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I dig the fort. I'm paused right now on you guys in the fort. I don't know if that's what you would call it in Swedish, but in English we would call that a fort when you got the blankets and the chairs and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
I dig the fort. Yeah, and then one of the comments we have here, brilliant, rock set if they had grown up on Stradivarius. Is that what you guys were going for? Rock set if they were grown up on Stradivarius?
I love that comment.
Yes.
Well, because you guys
I actually love Stradivarius, so it's a compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you guys are doing something really interesting, because I think what was sent to me was you guys are like pop, rock, and metal. And you guys are really driving enough. I hear the distorted guitars. I hear all this stuff. But how do you teeter between being, I don't know, rock set versus Stradivarius, or the mixture of the two? How did you come up with the production on that?
It's hard to explain, because when I listen to songs, I listen to all kind of music nowadays, and when I listen to a song, I always think about that song and what I could bring to my music with that song, and that's why our music has so much inspiration, and it's hard for us to decide which road we are going to. Are we a metal band? Are we a rock band? Are we a pop band? I don't know, but I think we are a mixture of everything. And the reason behind Roxette is like they were two, and we are two. I think it's good for promotion. I don't know. It sounds good.
All right.
Hey, Elisabeth, help me here. It disappeared.
Yeah, she did a spin first. I dug the spin. Yeah. She did a spin first. Cool. Yeah, because there's something that that popped up on my radar recently.
Yeah.
Because I was listening to a band called Midnight City. They've been on my show a couple of times. They're from England. They're kind of like a glam metal revival kind of band. And the interesting thing about that is that when their album was done, Spotify went into its thing, its algorithm engine. And even though Midnight City is a glam metal revival band, instead of pulling up like, I don't know, Rat or Poison or like Skid Row or other glam metal revival bands that are coming out, it started kicking out like this kind of stuff, which I thought was interesting. So there's another band out of Sweden. I think they're from Malmo or from Gothenburg. I'm not sure, but they're called Creye, Creye. And that came up. And once again, I'm like listening to this stuff and I'm like, is this metal? Is this pop? What is it? What is this? And so I think you guys are kind of doing the same thing. Is that something that's, I don't know, popping up in Sweden now?
About the band Cry.
Well, not necessarily them, but just like the sound of like traipsing somewhere between pop and metal. Like there's definitely, some edgy guitars in there and whatnot, but you guys have clean singing, vocal harmonies, lots of synthesizer.
I am actually from the death metal scene in Gothenburg from the beginning, like a band like In Flames and At the Gates and harder stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so.
But yes, you come from there.
Yeah.
And but you also always had a secret crush on Backstreet Boys.
Yes. Yes.
And that made you who you are now. And I come from the love of Disney music and musicals and Alice Cooper and Whitesnake. So I don't know. I can't say anything about if that's something that happens in Sweden.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it does.
Yeah.
And I'm quite bad at listening to like the radio, so I don't know what's playing.
Well, I think you guys touched on it though. You know, if the Backstreet Boys were left at the gates, then you'd have a real dark tranquility. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful. Sorry.
Yeah. When I listen to Backstreet Boys, I hear some metal in it. I hear the melodies and it's rock songs basically.
Yeah.
Most of the songs. Mm-hmm. Some of the songs are not so good, but the good songs with Backstreet Boys, they are so fantastic.
They were written by a Swedish guy. I'm trying to remember his name, but they were written by a Swedish guy. So
Max?
No? Yeah.
Max
Martin, maybe.
Martin.
Yeah.
But no, I mean that's definitely a common thing. I mean, all the way back from Elvis and the Beatles, pop music has been rock from the very beginning. And I think if Backstreet Boys or NSYNC did anything, who else? There's quite a few artists that I can think of where, like, you know, there's a metal song buried in this pop song. You can hear it.
Yes.
Oh man, there's an artist I'm thinking of right now who actually was a hard rock guy, and he had no success as a hard rock guy. And then he went into like softer stuff, adult contemporary or something, and then just took off. Oh man. Oh, who is it? Who is it?
We have a guy in Sweden called E-Type. Do you know him? E-Type. This is the way. He was a metal drummer before he made.
Going through changes.
Yes.
Michael Bolton. There it is. Michael Bolton.
Michael Bolton. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
His earlier stuff was all like hard rock, heavy metal, and some of this stuff is still available. Where he's got like the tight jeans and the long hair, and he's trying to do the hard rock thing.
Yeah.
And if you listen to some of his songs, like, you know, even from like 1992, 1993, like you can hear like there's a metal song in there somewhere.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
I hear metal songs in every song.
In every song, baby, every song, even Jay-Z. Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so we chatted about our Burning Star. We chatted about Fly Away. I think we chatted about the album Cleo. We chatted about Eurovision. We took a chance at music theory. We took a chance. We talked about getting COVID. We talked about Elisabeth when she gets up, she does a twirl and then she walks off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ta-da. We chatted about Cleo the album, Cleo the child, Cleo the fairy tale. And I believe that concludes. We chatted about the Backstreet Boys even. So I think that concludes all of my questions. Is there anything that you guys wanted to chat about before we sign off? That you wanted to cover? Anything that we needed to chat about?
Elisabeth, do you have anything?
Well, no.
It's been a very nice talk.
Yes. It was
I have felt
very nice.
Comfortable with this formula.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you guys like the formula.
Yeah.
Been years in the making. Beautiful. Well, go ahead.
Yeah. No, it's just that we want that people to listen to our music, of course. And our album is out 13th of April. That's the most important part, I think.
Okay. Beautiful. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming on to the Pop Metal Podcast today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.